Hey, Pure Soul members, welcome to the month of January 2022. Happy New Year. I'm wishing abundant blessings for everyone this year. And it does seem that based on the tarot card that we drew for the month of January, that's exactly what's going to happen. So, the card that we pulled this month is the 10 of Cups. I know it's a little bit shiny. I have the illuminated tarot cards and they have a gloss to them anyway. So no matter what I do, they might catch a reflection. But let me explain about the 10 of Cups. This is one of the best cards to get. This card thrills me, especially for a new beginning and a new 2022. So let me go over some of the elements of this card. This card represents total happiness. It means that the work that you've put in, that is all coming to fruition. Now, the work that you put in, it could be connected to physical, like job, career, home, money, finances, more of our earth experiences. It could also be connected to other levels of our consciousness, like for our spiritual self or our spirit body. Sometimes this card is representing the body soul relationship, as well as the physical expression of that body soul relationship. So let's go over some of the elements in the card just to give you an idea of how we put this together. So, first of all, I want to talk about the rainbow across the top and all the 10 cups within that rainbow. If you think about rainbows, rainbows are kind of, well, from my opinion, and from my recognition, rainbows are the bridge kind of between heaven and earth, or the bridge between the human self and the spirit self. So it's the conscious and the unconscious, the spirit and the body. So when I think of a rainbow, I think how it connects two parts of ourselves. It connects our soulful self and also our human self, which is expressed on earth. So when we connect about the rainbow in this tarot card, we want to kind of recognize that this is almost like a divine type of presence, a divine promise, a divine connection. So they say also from the physical aspect that leprechauns hide their gold at the end of the rainbow. So, if that's true, that would give us an indication that our earth experience, our job and our career, and the things that we're trying to do here on earth are also coming to fruition, that those are also going really, really well. And that's important. So, again, this card could talk about the physical expression of our life and also talk about the inner expression and balance of our life. So, again, the rainbow connects heaven and earth, body to soul, and also is an outward expression and a physical expression that carries into our human life and our everyday experiences. The next thing that I want to talk about is the man and the woman in the card, how they are embraced almost as if they are one person. And they seem to be really joyful about what they're looking at. They're looking at a house and they're looking at land and they're looking at their children are there playing. So they look super happy from the physical perspective because they're looking at everything that they have. And this is showing us that they are grateful for this and that they are in gratitude. What I like to also tell you about this card is pay attention to that one of her arms are up, one of his arms are up, and that kind of creates the whole. They're like moving as one entity. So that could be a representation that in your physical expression, you have somebody, a partner in crime. Maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's one of your kids, maybe it's your best friend, but somebody is helping you and somebody is part of the experience of the things that you are starting to receive in the physical world and all the good things that are happening to you, that you have somebody that you are unioned with, that maybe you have a great marriage, or maybe you're best friends, or maybe you're able to finish their sentences. So this represents on in the earth expression that there's somebody that's connected to you that is really enjoying this success with you and this endeavor with you, and that it's going excellent, and that you're moving kind of in sync with that person. So it means that the people that are supporting you in your physical, everyday, earthly life, um, they love you and they're enjoying this with you and they're enjoying this for you. So I like that. The side that I would take a look at also is the spiritual perspective of the man and the woman. And this to me calls something about the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So what this tells me is that in the spiritual aspect of the 10 of cups, maybe you are very aligned with both the divine feminine and masculine within you, that you are able to balance out the body and the soul, and that you're able to recognize that intricate communication that occurs between your body and your soul, which brings all of the rest of your life into balance. And so that's something that we can pay attention to, is what we want and what we desire and how we put that into practice and how we're able to balance that out. So not only are we honoring the human part of our experience, but we're also honoring the spiritual part of our experience. And I would say go ahead and make sure to honor the spiritual part of your experience, because if you do that, if you find that balance, it really looks like you're going to have some success and you're going to have some inner peace connected to you in this month of January. The other thing I really want to pay attention to is that even though this couple here has been given like the riches and their financial success and they have land and a home, they're not bragging about it, are they? You see them? They're not paying attention to us. Their backs are toward us. They're not they're not worried about what we think or what we don't think, or anything like that. They just seem to be in gratitude and enjoying everything that they have accomplished or everything that they're coming to, but they're definitely not bragging about it. They're definitely not being proud. They feel more grateful than proud because they don't seem to have to let us know. So don't be one of those people that shout off at the rooftops how great you are. We want to make sure that we keep pride in check as we are receiving these beautiful gifts of heaven and these beautiful gifts of our earth life. We want to be humble. So try to make sure to be humble as all these wonderful and beautiful things are happening to you and your life. The other aspect of the card that I want to pay attention to is the kids. They look so happy. They're playing, they're dancing. They don't even really realize what their parents are paying attention to. They're just loving life. And we can assume in this card that these are their children. So it means that the joyfulness that you are finding within yourself between the body and the soul, or the joyfulness that you are finding in your earth experience, maybe things are going really well at work, maybe your future is looking good, maybe you purchased some land, got a new job, bought a new home, whatever that is. It looks like it will extend to your children and to future generations. So when we are changed on the inside, our life often displays that on the outside, because things just start to work in sync. Things start to have a particular synchronicity to them. And the things that we desire, the things that we hope for or strive for or work for, they happen. And so I want you to really embrace this month and recognize that balance of the body and the soul leads to a future and a physical expression that is abundant. And that is truly what I hope for you this year of 2022. I wish you all the most abundant blessings that this year and this life has to offer. And I look forward to connecting with you next month also about for the tarot cards. And I hope y'all all join me on the Pure Soul live Zoom this coming month in, I think it's the third week of January that we will be meeting, and I'll make sure to send out a notice for that. So happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2022. I'm super excited. I value you and I appreciate you. Bye-bye.